Embraer and Bharat Forge have signed a contract for the manufacturing of landing gear forgings, marking Embraer's first such agreement with an Indian supplier. Pakistan Army's radar-equipped Z-10ME attack helicopter has appeared in rare operational footage, which Pakistan claims is a counter to India's Apache helicopters. Bengaluru-based Tonbo Imaging has unveiled its AVG-50 high-altitude surveillance device, offering a range of over 40 kilometers for long-distance observation and battlefield monitoring. Goa-based Chowgule and Company Private Limited held the girder laying ceremony for the 4th, 5th and 6th hovercraft being built for the Indian Coast Guard. The newly elected government of West Bengal has commenced the process of transferring land for border fencing along the Bangladesh border, with the land set to be handed over to the Ministry of Home Affairs within the next 45 days. A United Arab Emirates Air Force Boeing C-17 Globemaster III was spotted at Delhi International Airport, reportedly on a logistics mission before returning back. L&T Technology Services Limited Bengaluru has been selected by the Aeronautical Development Agency as the single vendor for the design and development of the mission data preparation software Phase 1 for the Tejas Mark II and its future variants. Tata Advanced Systems Limited has rolled out the first Airbus C295 transport aircraft 4 months ahead of schedule from its final assembly line in Gujarat. Under the agreement, the first 16 aircraft have been delivered in flyaway condition from Spain, while the remaining 40 aircraft will be manufactured in India. Bengaluru-based Zulu Defense has unveiled its new stock anti-tank and armor-killer drone that features battery-powered propulsion and a front-mounted explosive charge to maximize penetration during terminal dive attacks against armor targets. The system offers an operational range of 100 kilometers and a cruise speed of around 200 kilometers per hour, and is engineered to engage heavily protected tanks and mechanized platforms by striking thinner upper armor sections. The Indian Army has initiated a major modernization program to replace over 2,000 vintage air defense guns, mainly the L-70 and Zu-23 systems with the next-generation air defense gun system. The Army has issued a requirement for around 220 modern towed gun systems, which will act as the direct successor to the long-serving L-70 guns. The new system is currently undergoing evaluation and trials, with key trials expected around July 2026. A critical program review meeting between Hindustan Aeronautics and the Indian Air Force on the 2-year delayed Tejas MK1A fighter program has still not been conducted, after HAL failed to submit an updated assessment on unresolved technical and certification issues. The review was expected in early May, and was seen as decisive for the induction of the first aircraft. With the meeting now delayed, further delays are expected in the induction of first Tejas MK1A within the next 2 months. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited had earlier claimed that 5 Tejas MK1A aircraft were ready for delivery, but sources said not all contracted capabilities have been certified and several mandatory operational benchmarks remain pending. India has emerged as a key potential partner in the 6th-generation fighter race, with the United Kingdom, Italy and Japan actively courting India during the critical design and development phase of the Global Combat Air Program. Japan and the United Kingdom have been proactive in engaging India, with the proposal allowing India to join during the design and development phase between 2025 and 2027. However, full participation could require a 10 to 15% stake, estimated over $6.5 billion, which would give India access to advanced technologies such as AI-driven combat systems, directed energy weapons, and manned-unmanned teaming, but it could also divert funding and focus from India's AMCA program. India is therefore leaning toward an observer status model, allowing it to monitor technological developments, participate in select discussions, and gain insight into emerging air combat doctrines without taking on the full financial burden. Today's top 3 comments.